Hello and welcome back to Battlefront News. Today I have some long-awaited news on DICE's Battlefront, including news that Battlefront is well into development, and that it has a confirmed third-person component. Also today is some news on possible digital sale options for the game, and finally our last piece of news will be about EA hosting a conference at Gamescom, and possibly seeing some more major news on Battlefront then. Let's get straight into it. EA held a questions and answers conference call for their shareholders. The majority of the call is not about Battlefront, but towards the end of the conference call, an EA executive stated that Battlefront is well into development and that it indeed has a third-person component. So we now have confirmation that Battlefront has a third-person component, which I'm sure is very reassuring news to a lot of you fans. However, there was no mention as to whether this third-person component is available in actual gameplay, such as multiplayer or single-player. It only mentions that third-person will be available through somewhere or another in the game. Hopefully we get some more news about this soon. The executive also stated that Battlefront is, and I quote, well into development, meaning perhaps a 2014 release date is possible. Hopefully we will see a 2014 release date, however I would much prefer to wait another year and have an amazing Battlefront game that has been properly balanced and has ground space combat, rather than have it release early and start as a generic third-person shooter. Our second piece of news comes from an article on VG247 which talks about EA's revenue from the last quarter. EA announced that 76% of their revenue in that quarter came from digital sales. Given their emphasis on Origin and the mass availability of EA games through digital services such as Xbox Live and PlayStation Network, this is no surprise. However, their percentage of revenue from these services has increased quite drastically, so I'm sure this is showing that Battlefront will have some sort of day one digital purchase option for users to buy from certain marketplaces such as Xbox Live, PlayStation Network and Origin. Finally, our last piece of news is that EA will be holding a conference at Gamescom. Gamescom is being held on the 25th of August, so hopefully during the conference, and possibly on the run-up to it, you will see some more news about Battlefront emerge, possibly on the third-person details, or maybe just gameplay in general. Just a quick mention at the end, I will be starting up a mods and maps series soon, going over some of the mods and maps that have been created over the Battlefront series lifetime. More news on this will be available in my next update once I finalise the video schedule. I'm afraid that's all the news for today. I will be starting up a mods and maps series shortly. Thank you for watching and I will see you in the next update.